Fox News alert, we are the most important country in the Americas. Zelensky isn't asking Guatemala.
They're talking about words you can't say no more.
What other words did Stanford ban? Gangbusters. You should use very successful instead. They say gangbusters invokes the notion of police action against gangs. We wouldn't want to offend the press.
My upload for today.
Next word you can't say, immigrant. Say non-citizen or person who has immigrated. For example,
In my day, they used to call them DPs.
Came into the U.S. illegally since Biden took office.
Displaced person.
The phrase beating a dead horse is also banned. You should say refusing to let something go. Stanford says this expression normalizes violence against animals. The horse is metaphorical and already dead.
Please subscribe
I don't know.
so I can keep bringing these videos.
Grandfather. Instead, call him legacy. Stanford says the word grandfather has roots in the grandfather clause, which southern states use to deny voting rights to blacks. By this logic, anything that involves slavery should be banned.
Thank you to the new subscribers.
Grandmother is still okay to use, though, so grandmothers, make sure to sign all your Christmas cards from grandma and legacy. Stanford even banning some of the left's favorite words, like trigger warning. They say it's too triggering. Use content note instead. And preferred pronouns is out too. Now you just say pronouns because the word preferred suggests you're able to choose your gender identity. I know this is confusing, so let's move on. Karen is banned. Instead of calling someone a Karen, you should call them an entitled white woman. I think Karens would rather be called Karens. Up next, blind study is banned. It's hurtful to blind people. They want you to say masked study instead. These people love masks. But the three masked mice just doesn't have the same ring to it. What else can't you say? Addicted. Instead, use hooked or devoted. Hunter isn't just the smartest guy Joe knows, he's also the most devoted. The word master is also banned, as in master bedroom. They want you to say primary instead. Do you think Stanford will be giving refunds to all those students who paid 60 grand for a racist master's degree? I don't know. They don't want us to use chief anymore. They say calling a white person chief trivializes real Indian chiefs. And you can't call an actual Indian a chief. The only people who are allowed to use the word chief are Indians. And Randy Livingston, who is Stanford's chief financial officer. And there's one word that you should never say under any circumstance, ever. It's so bad, they don't even have a replacement for it. Brave. It culturally appropriates Native Americans because only Native Americans were brave.
We're all brave just for watching us.
Not a single other ethnic group on the planet ever that demonstrated bravery. We can't even call Fang Fang brave for sleeping with Eric Swalwell. Maybe I'm just old-fashioned, or maybe I just love the English language more than Stanford. But we sent a producer out to see what you think.
God bless. Please subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Stanford came up with a list of words that they don't want you to say anymore, so let's go ahead and go through that list. First up, what is wrong with the word American?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
What's wrong with saying the word American?
Nothing.
I mean, we're in America, right?
I'm American.
They would take it away.
I don't find anything wrong with saying American.
And I'll still continue to say it.
What's wrong with that?
Immigrant. Well, that's kind of the name that's been used for a very long time.
There are people in this world that like to use where people have come from and to put them down for that.
Is it offensive? No, and it should never have become offensive.
The person that immigrated, is that better?
The person that immigrated,
A DP.
That's a good question.
What's the difference?
Well, it's just the English language and how you choose, did they immigrate? Or are they immigrants?
What is wrong with calling somebody a Karen?
I haven't even heard of it. Yeah, I feel hurt when I hear that.
I love using that as like a funny term of jokingly.
Personally, as a woman of color who's had to deal with a few Karens, I don't find it say the word Karen.
Who knows? The next gen, or in 10 years, they'll be called a Barbara.
Oh, instead of calling someone Karen, Stanford wants you to call them an entitled white woman. Is that less offensive?
No, it's still pretty offensive. I would say that'd be incredibly more offensive because now you're, individualizing that race.
I will call them both a Karen and an entitled white woman.
What is wrong with the title grandfather?
Nothing.
How about grandfather American or American grandfather?
Well, that's the word for somebody that is our father's father, is it not?
My husband's a grandfather. What do you mean by that?
I'm a
I don't think
grandfather.
that's offensive at all, personally.
Do you agree with Stanford's words that are offensive?
Stanford can screw off.
In removing words from dictionaries at all.
Stanford is kind of out of touch or kind of elitist. Let's not.
All these companies aren't going to be happy till they put themselves out of business.
Of these words. Let's just
Like Disney,
stay with what it
Coca-Cola.
means and stop making it offensive.
My grandfather went to Stanford University. My legacy. And I wasn't even smart enough to go there as a legacy. But would I send Jesse Jr. to Stanford? No. Because I don't want to fly that far to see him. And 2, their football team's trash. And 3, Stanford has become
They
a
suck.
boot camp. Stanford's indoctrinating speech police, matriculating them into Silicon Valley where they'll spread their communist speech codes. President Kennedy, Justice Sandra Day O'Connor, the guy who started Google, they all studied at Stanford. A few weeks after these kids toss their caps into the air, they'll be running tech companies and writing laws. Let's hope they don't bring the list of banned words with them. So tonight, I am calling for a fake boycott of Stanford University. Do not apply there. Do not donate. Do not hire Stanford grads. Gutfeld, who went to Berkeley, said Stanford's just a safety school anyway. Douglas Murray's the author of The War on the West.
Thanks for
and
watching.
News contributor.
God bless,
So you can get
Patriots.
in
See you tomorrow.